Hi, Sagittarius-Capricorn. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Uh-oh. There we go. To your timeless astrology tarot reading here at Cusp of Roses. My name is Gabrielle, for those of you that might be new. And welcome to my channel. I'm so grateful you decided to check out this reading. I'm excited to see what you guys got going on here. Because there's a lot. There's a lot that's been coming in for you all day, okay? My Sagicorn. So I want to get into it and kind of just like jump straight into it. Hi, Solar Moon Vision. Hi, love. Thank you for being here. Always good to see you. Yeah, we're gonna. Okay, how do you want me to do this, Spirit? Okay, shuffle and talk. Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna shuffle up. First, before I even do that, let me get your incense lit. Now, I was feeling two chakra centers for you here, Sagicorns, your sacral chakra and your throat chakra, okay? You choose which one maybe feels more important for you to tune into or kind of tap into, heal, do some frequency around, okay? But that's interesting. While I was meditating, it was like, yeah, burn the sacral chakra. But now I'm kind of feeling the throat. So maybe the throat might be most important here. Yeah, let's do one of the throat. Maybe we'll burn the sacral for the extended. Okay. All right, so we've have that selected. I do want to do a little bit of shuffling first before we sound our singing bowl here because Sagittarius Capricorn. I kept hearing the word auspicious. There's a very like auspicious energy connected to you, surrounding you right now. It feels like a lot of good luck, a lot of good fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is supporting you. Okay, but that sacral energy, as I was meditating for this read, my sacral got really, really warm. Like really, really warm, like almost warm to touch. So I do feel like something is activated there is what I could say. You could be experiencing a little bit of Kundalini rising energy, okay? I do have, like, your root chakra is strong. And it feels like that energy or that strength of the root is moving up into your sacral. But it's also kind of like, okay, I'm just getting the words, like breaking away something that's been like held on your throat. Your ability to speak, your ability to command. And or you might find yourself speaking and talking differently. If this is just kind of like internal dialogue, Sagittarians, you might find your internal narratives shifting. Definitely feeling a little bit more compassion, or maybe there's like a lot of emotional things that you need to speak about with someone. Like speaking to your emotional energy might be a little difficult right now because I do feel you deep in the feeling of it, but maybe it's hard to put words to that feeling. But the feeling is auspicious. It's like something awaits around the corner. It's not scary, but it's definitely unknown. So there could just be a lot of curiosity that's finding you this month or whenever you tune into this. Yeah, you've got the first house that wanted to come out here. Okay. So that could just be it. Individuality, self-image, and your approach to life. This could be what's shifting. The first house is your rising sign energy, okay? So maybe you're a Sagittarius or a Capricorn rising. Okay, let me put it back. Let's let's stop there. Let's light our incense. Let's get grounded. And then we'll talk a little bit more and then see what the cards have to say. All right. Go ahead and do or get started on whatever gratitude and grounding practice feels right and best for you in this moment. I'm going to sound my singing bowl 1 to 3 times, depending on how I intuitively feel guided to do. You'll just want to take this time again to get centered in your own energy so that you're open to the messages that are truly meant for you. Please keep in mind that this is a general, timeless reading. It might feel personal, like it's one-to-one, but only take what resonates and leave what does not. All right, here we go. All right. Hi, Queen Tiki. Thanks for being here, love. Sagittarians, I feel like things are about to start going really, really well for you. Like almost to a point where it's going to feel that's funny. It's going to feel like you're in a movie. Like it's one of those movie scenes where good luck after good luck after good luck, you get the parking spot, you get the free coffee, you get the bonus, you get the raise, like things just like stacking on top of one another, but they're all positive, they're all good. I would definitely say, Sagittarians, this would be a very, very crucial moment and crucial time for you to remain connected to what you feel. And just be mindful of how you're using your voice and your words. Because there's a lot of manifestation energy and power that seems like it's surging through you or surrounding you. So be very clear on what you want, Sagittarians, okay? Be very, very clear about what it is that you want. Don't speak to anything that you do not want to experience, okay? Because it feels almost like where your speech is, the words that you say will create, clearly, yes, it'll create your reality, right? That's a given. That's what happens. But in this particular sense, it feels like the energy around you is amplifying. So again, only speak to what you want to experience. Only speak to what you desire and not what you don't. Yeah, it kind of feels like mental prep. Like I'm seeing someone kind of like internal dialogue must just be really crucial for you, or that's something that's heightening or peaking right now. But it's like giving yourself a pep talk before a big presentation or before a speaking engagement or before an event, right? It's like you need to be your biggest hype man right now. And whatever you got going on, whatever it is that you want to create, manifest, experience, you need to be your biggest cheerleader, your biggest hype man around making that happen or around that actually being a possibility for you or coming into fruition. Something might leave you speechless over the next few weeks. If so, remember this read or come back to it. Okay. Yeah. And this is just your pre-shuffle energy, not your direct influences, okay, for my new people. We're just going to let the deck speak to us, see what it wants us to know before we get into specific questions. So imbalance, a point of tension and a power struggle. Opposition. Yeah. Chiron. Okay. Hurt and heal. That could be what has your sacral chakra warm or really maybe a little overactive, possibly. Some hurt coming up. That's what it is. Some of you guys need to speak on something or share something, talk about something. Maybe talk to someone like a licensed professional if you need that type of support, or just a trusted friend, family member, lover, whomever. Okay, yeah, you got the trine. That's the auspicious energy. Whatever's rising up out of you right now, Sagittarians, is doing so to get you to heal some form of hurt so that you're no longer in opposition or have tension with what you desire and what you want, so that it can flow to you. So breaking down some emotional or energetic barriers that's actually been keeping you from what it is that you're wanting here. There is a strong desire. Yeah, you got the moon. Satisfy emotional needs, nurture self and others. That could be the desire. Desiring, wanting to be nurtured, wanting to nurture. Some of you definitely crave intimacy right now, or like that is something that is missing in your life that you definitely need. It's like, it's okay to be vulnerable, Sagittarians. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, that could be a big one. It's okay to have needs. Some of you, that could be something around your Chiron. Check your Chiron placement. I do have free natal chart calculators linked in my description box, I believe under every video on my channel that's public, I think. So if you do not know your Chiron, I would suggest following the link to Western astrology or tropical astrology for you to find that placement, okay? But Chiron's going to show you what your wounded warrior energy is. So think 9 of Wands. What your Achilles heel is in this life. What's like a tender spot for you. You are doing some major healing around it. And I think for a lot of you, it's the fact that you like to pretend like you don't have needs and wants and desires. And I don't think that your inner moon, your soul, wants to pretend anymore. And that could be why the throat chakra is a little cracked a bit or needing some help, because it's maybe time to ask for it. It's maybe time to let people know that you're maybe not okay, or that there's something going on, or that, yeah, you just have a desire or a need. It's like, it could even just be as simple as like needing to ask for a hug. You know, without reason. And again, do that with someone. I don't know why I'm saying that either, because it's like, why wouldn't you trust someone like that? But like someone you trust, someone you know. It's kind of like you need someone who's not going to ask too many questions, because they know you don't have the answers. They know you're just feeling your way through something. Yeah, some of you guys are just really deep in your emotional waters right now. And that's okay, because I think that's exactly where you need to be. And it's ignoring that desire is the root of this tension. Maybe there's someone you desire to connect to or connect with, or there could be somebody who desires to connect with you, Sagittarians. Okay. Yeah, you got your South Node, right? Chiron in opposition. So you're definitely destined to release whatever this incarnated hurt is, what they wanted me to say, which is an interesting way to say that. Incarnated hurt. What you came into this realm, into this lifetime, wounded about, sore about, tender around. It is an energy that you're meant to transcend. Some of you, your Chiron could be in Taurus, or your Chiron in South Node energy could be the same. Or Chiron could be in your second house. So to find your second house, you just count one house forward from your rising sign. So wounds about physical security, possessions, material values, and self-worth. I almost want to, okay, I guess I'm just going to go for that. Because it's almost like someone needs to hear, no amount of hard work is going to fill this void. No amount of hard work is going to satisfy your emotional needs. It might satisfy your material values, your physical security, but it's not going to fill that void, Sagittarians. And that, I feel like, is a specific group of you guys. Not everybody. But this could just be a simple realization that you can no longer do what you've been doing to try to fill or conceal your emotional needs. Yeah, that's what I mean. Leo in reverse, though. So lacking self-confidence and creativity. Not really being loyal to yourself. Loyal to your needs. Sagittarians, listen to me. It's about time for you to put yourself first on your to-do list every day. Fill your cup. I'm sure you've heard that several times, but I mean it. I mean it. You have, some of you could have like a Chiron in Scorpio, and that's maybe the opposition here. So there could be an opposition or a point of tension between your South Node and your Chiron. So it's either like a Taurus Scorpio type of opposition. I think here, Sagittarians, you're very used to presenting a confident version of yourself, a capable version of yourself. There may be some things that you pride yourself on being able to do for self, being able to attain, things that you've been able to manifest, create. But that moon is saying that there's a void here. And for Leo to show up in reverse, it's almost like the divine is trying to orchestrate a moment where you get to let your guard down. You don't have to be so tough. Again, it's creating a space of vulnerability or a safe space for you to be vulnerable, or a safe person, maybe, if this is relational. Someone that you don't mind them knowing that you're not always confident. You're not always creative, or you're not always on top of it. Like, you have your moments. And I think you're very used to having your moments in private, in secret, hidden from everyone else's eyes. It's like the moments that you don't let people in, but yet it's the very thing that you need. I think that hug thing is very important too. Like the moments where you really could have used a hug, you didn't allow yourself to get them. Or maybe there just wasn't anyone around you that you trusted enough to support you in that way. Whatever it is, I do feel like there is some sort of angelic support, and for you to have those types of connections now, or to have that space. This is almost kind of like taking off the superhero cape. You don't have to do it all. You don't have to be the one to save everything and everybody. Because at the end of the day, who saves you? Sagittarius. And I think that's like I feel it. It feels like a big kind of like whoa. A big whoa. So I think that's a part of the South Node energy. You're destined to release this sense of obligation and or loyalty to situations, people, places, things, you fill in that blank, that don't really satisfy you, but that maybe many people gain satisfaction from. Like, I feel like I'm speaking to a group of you where you know how to support people really well, but it seems like people have a hard time supporting you. And I wouldn't be too quick to pass judgment on maybe the people closest to you, because I think it's just how you come across, Sagittarius, is like you got it. It's kind of like the belief that some people have of like, oh, I don't have to tell someone who's attractive that they're attractive. They already know that. Yet, more often than not, that becomes such a common thought that like no one tells that attractive person how they feel about them, right? Like, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, I was having that. Yeah. I think you kind of have that complex here, Sagittarius. You come across as somebody who has their shit together. You don't need nobody. You don't need help. You always know what to do. You're always doing something. You always seem to be on the right path, a different path, new path, growing something, right? Like it always seems to work out for you, or you always seem to get what you want, or just by the straight up look of you, it's like, oh yeah, like you don't necessarily, you're not needy. I think that's what that is. Yeah, you don't come off needy, so people don't rush or necessarily clock the signs of you actually needing something. Do you know what I mean? Because I think that's where the throat chakra comes in. You're not vocal around your needs. And you deserve to be. You deserve to say, this is what I want, this is what I desire, and allow room and space for people to meet that. And maybe this is a big shift for you too, Sagittarius, because by expressing those needs, you might actually find out who really genuinely cares for you and who maybe more cares about what you do for them or how you support them. And who can reciprocate and who can't. And I think for some of you, you've already gone through this because this is South Node energy. And if you have, like, if this feels more of like a past vibe for you, I feel like it did knock your confidence a little bit. It kind of rocked you a little, and not in like in a sense of weakness, just shock. It brought up this hurt that needs to heal. Some of you are finally turning over a new leaf when it comes to your physical security, possessions, material value, self-worth, your physical world, your material world. That some sort of hurt, some sort of wound was opposing your stability in a way. Like it was not allowing you to plant roots somewhere or really kind of gain footing anywhere. Yeah, something about stabilizing. Like it's been either very hard to do that, Sagittarius. Like maybe it's just always that desire for new experiences, to travel, to go places, learn new things. So maybe that's also a part of this. Maybe you're starting to feel the call to settle down. But I don't really even like that term because it has such like a womp womp, like, you know, like I guess a negative connotation to it. But I think you're ready to be rooted somewhere, Sagittarius. I think you're ready to, yeah, satisfy your emotional needs and nurture yourself and others. I also get, though, okay, a new timeline coming in is there could be a fear that something that is coming or growing or building for you might not be enough, or is it going to actually satisfy the needs that you set out to meet? Some of that could just be rooted in fear of like success, or fear of failure in a way. Like, what if it doesn't work out? What if I'm still not happy after all of this? Like, what if, what if? Try not to go down that road too much. And if you have to be down that road of what if, make sure you throw in some what if good things happen? What if it's better than I imagine? I feel like I get that energy a lot for y'all too. All right, we're just cycling back through some things. No worries. Yeah, and you got the 7th house. That's so interesting. Because Taurus and Scorpio are 7th house partners. They are opposites of one another. Make a 180 degree across the circle on your natal wheel. That's what I feel like. Your Chiron and your South Node could be opposing one another. And it's messing with your stability in some sort of way. Whether that is, again, stability in your own sense of self-worth, like that's gotten a little shaky, which I do think could be the case because Leo came out in reverse. It's like all of a sudden, Sagittarius, you're not as confident. All of a sudden, the creativity might be a little delayed or just not really flowing the way that you're used to flowing. And I feel like that's the moon trying to get you to kind of pause and stop so that you could pay attention to that sacral chakra, right? Like your emotional needs, your desires. Okay. All right. So this could definitely be centered around partnership for you. Or there is a profound partnership and relationship that will offer you that intimacy. Being able to let your guard down, being able to not be confident all the time, not be maybe the rock or the anchor for everybody. It's like you finally get your rock, your anchor. Which is beautiful. And well-deserved, Sagittarius. Well-deserved, right? All right, let's get into your direct influences here. Thank you so much, Divine. So out of that pre-shuffle energy, what is actually connected to Sagittarius-Capricorn? I'm about to say, I thought I saw fix. Yeah. Sagittarius, there you are in fix. There you go. What are the direct well, there we are. The 8th house, transformation, karma, facing fears and legacies. You've got the sun, self-express, embody truth. What else? Directly influence Sagittarius, Capricorn in the now moment. Direct influences. Oi, Jupiter and Taurus. And Leo upright. We're going to read this as like one oracle, okay? So growing and expanding your trust, patience, and sensuality. Definitely that sacral chakra as well. That could have been that warmth, that expansion. So definitely anticipate your capacity for feeling your emotions, dealing with your emotions, or maybe dealing with other people's emotions. Yeah, I get that there could be somebody that will go through a very powerful emotional wave around you, or will kind of express some emotions that towards you that, again, I don't know, they might be leaning on you for support in that way. You're being asked, yeah, I think this is really what the divine wants from you, is to grow and expand your trust, your patience, and your sensuality, your ability to live in your senses, which requires you being in the present moment here, Sagittarians. This 8th house feels like, again, tethered to your south node. So like I said, some of you could have a south node in Scorpio, north node Taurus. Because that's what that feels like. It feels like you are transforming from whatever you were meant to release as an aspect of self in this life. Yeah, as an aspect of self with the sun. So that you can more clearly embody your truth and self-express in a way that allows you, Sagittarius, to be fully seen, fully loved, fully heard, and not just for the good attributes of you, but for the ones that still need some work. Yeah, I just heard unravel. It's like, that's what I think you need. I think you need a moment to just kind of like unwind yourself, unravel it all, and then just kind of start fresh. It's like, let whatever is unraveling, let it unravel, let it come apart. If it's you, fall apart. Fall apart. All right? You will put yourself back together, as you always do. But it's like you need to fall apart. You do. So that something new can be created within you. And it's not technically even really new. It's just more true. It's more authentic. It's more pure. So that sense of needing to trust and have patience, I think, is the biggest one. Whatever the situation you're facing right now, yes, it's getting you to grow and expand. And how you trust yourself, trust others, trust the divine, the patience you have with yourself and others and the divine, and your availability, not availability, Lord. Oh, that could be it, your emotional availability. Maybe that's been a bit of a struggle, to be emotionally available for others, or finding people who are emotionally available the way you are. But I meant to say, grow and expand your ability to source information through your senses and enjoy a enjoy a deeper sense of sensuality with the world around you and with who you are. And I know I feel like I'm kind of talking in like Yoda and kind of like very kind of Buddhist monk-like, but it really does feel like you have the answers already, Sagittarius. Like you kind of know what it is that you need to do in order to go for something, shed something, kind of grow in a particular way. I just feel like maybe it's the belief that you can actually do it that is a little shaky, or again, there's some sort of instability that makes you feel like it's not the right time, or it's not actually right for you, or second guess it, basically. And that's just the fear that you're meant to face and overcome, that you will face and overcome, right? When you choose to. I also get the vibe that someone here has to actually trust that they are growing and expanding at a good rate. And with Taurus being connected to Jupiter, this growth and expansion might seem extremely slow, like a turtle. Very, very slow. And that could be what's kind of creating this tension. That could be what's creating the tension too. This growth and expansion, it's a slow burn. It's a slow burn, and I feel like I'm shaking my leg. I don't necessarily have that as like a energetic response. So maybe some of you like tap your knee, tap your toe or your foot, or kind of shake your leg when you're thinking, because I feel like I'm in heavy thought right now. Yeah, some of you are like fidgety. It's a slow process. It is. But it is helping you to embody your truth in a way that you maybe wouldn't have fully connected with had the divine allowed you to go at your pace and your speed. So slow on purpose, although it's aggravating maybe, or annoying, or, you know, frustrating, but slow on purpose. Let's get some tarot to further clarify this energy. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles. This is that auspicious energy. This is something good that's coming your way, a new start. But this Ace of Pentacles could be coming in super slow. I'm seeing it like, yeah, maybe some of you really like movies, or you're into film or making films, creative directing, storytelling in that way. It's almost like this hand of the divine has the pentacle, and I kind of see you Sagittarians like, okay, like gimme, 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 like come on, bring it in. But the hand is just moving so slow to the point where you're like, all right, like it's gonna take another year for this to kind of get in, or like another 5 years, like, but it is, in a way, it's a test and an opportunity here, Sagittarians, to grow your patience. Patience definitely is not the strongest virtue here for someone, or for this group of Sagittarians I'm tapped into. Absolutely not. Patience, never heard of it. Never heard of it. So it could almost feel like the divine is like teasing you, taunting you, which that's not the case. It's not. This Ace of Pentacles is coming in slowly for a reason. Yeah, come on. I can't make this up. Literally, look at how this person is standing in the Two of Wands. Like, what's taking so long? Like, why are you moving so slow? Come on, like, you see me standing here? Bring your ass. Why are you in turtle mode? You should be in sport mode. Do you understand? Like, I think that's part of the tension. You want something to be in sport mode, and it's in cruise control. Almost. Y'all, I am cracking up internally. That is hilarious. Like, literally, you're like, all right, like, bring it in. When are you coming? Come on. I can't do anything until you get here. You guys are okay, that's what it is. You're ready to go into something new, do something new, experience something new, have a new adventure, whatever that means for you. You are ready. You're so ready. You're so ready here, Sagittarians, that it kind of hurts. I think that's what that sacral energy, it's like, it's almost causing pain in a way. But what the pain is, it's the fear. I think it's the fear of this actually not showing up. So maybe you've gotten a lot of sign synchronicity. I'm seeing like the 8 of Wands. You've maybe gotten a lot of sign synchronicities, messages, signals, whatever, right? Downloads from the divine, from your angels, from your ancestors. That something big is coming. A new start is coming. It's happening. And you're just like, okay. Like, come on. Yeah, I just see someone like shaking their fist. Like, what in the actual factual heck is happening? Why? Like, why is this growth and expansion taking so long? It's because Jupiter is actually, I think Jupiter is in Taurus, right? It's because of that. And I almost feel we're really deep into that transit. So I wouldn't be shocked if like maybe the next less than 6 months here, Sagittarians. I don't like to necessarily give time, but I'm seeing 6 months highlighted on a calendar. So like a big long calendar and half of it shaded. So within 6 months, this Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords will be knocking on your door. I know that that might be hard to believe with how slow this has come in, but it's coming. It's coming. It's like you set the intention with the expectation that it was going to pop up like that, because that's what you're used to. That's what it is. That's what you're used to. You're used to setting an intention, Two of Wands, and it's showing up right away. Master manifester. Okay? Yet, in this season, in this moment, what you've intended or the intentions you set, this Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Swords, is on slow-mo. That's why it's trust and patience. Have trust and have faith. That's why Taurus is the Hierophant. Have faith that your patience will pay off. Trusting the divine timing of it all will work out in your highest good. So maybe there is this part of fear that you're healing right now. I also get like broken promises. Okay, they just switched me into Chiron because I was about to say something else. But broken promises might be a big wound here. People not following through on what they say they're going to do. That's a big thing for Taurus too. If you're going to say you're going to do something, do it. I think this could be bringing up a part of you, Sagittarians, that regrets putting your trust and your faith in certain things, maybe certain people, and being disappointed and let down. Or people not being who they say they were. Or again, it's like someone saying they're bringing you the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords and they never show up. That could be a very deep wound here for somebody. And so I feel like now that the divine is saying, okay, well, trust and have patience, you're kind of resistant to it. That you could be in opposition to this. That's what I mean. I don't want to trust. I don't want to have patience. I just want it to show up. That's all I care about. And I need it to show up now so that I can have my mind at rest and at ease. It's like some of you, it's so interesting because I think you are someone who's very natural at living in this divine timing world, or that sense of divine timing. But when it comes to this particular thing, you're like, I can't trust it. It's hard to have patience around it. Some deep part of you needs the tangible evidence in order to allow that maybe sensuality, or allow yourself to feel whatever this is. Connect with it in that way. It's like, I need to have physical proof. Ace of Pentacles. I need actions, offers to match words. Like, I need to see it. I need to touch it. I need to feel it. I need to witness it before I can trust it. And that is so interesting, this group of you guys, because it's, again, if you know, it's like, you know what it's like to believe before you see, know before it comes. Yet in this area, it's completely reversed. It's like all the signs and synchronicities in the world aren't going to make you, seemingly won't make you confident enough to trust that this Ace of Pentacles and this Ace of Swords is coming. So this is a big moment of growth for you. It's almost like experiencing yourself in a way that you never have before, but it is a very authentic version of self-expression, or it is an authentic part of yourself expressing itself. It's like the unsure part of you is stepping up or at the forefront of all of this, where you're very used to being assured. That is interesting. Like the way that it feels. Wow. Okay. Ooh, Sagittarians. Let's talk about the 8th house here, divine. What is this 8th house energy for Sagittarius-Capricorn? The Chariot. Some of you Cancer could be your 8th house. But you're advancing beyond your karma. You are literally, quite literally moving out of your south node and heading towards your north node. But it doesn't feel like that. Or because the process has been slow and steady, it feels like you're in the same place, but you're not. Oh, that's an interesting sensation with the feet. Okay. For those of you that have like gone to the ocean, enjoyed the ocean, have ever stood in the shore, right? You know how like when the wave comes up on your feet and you stand still on the sand and it pulls the sand from under your feet and you're sinking, but it kind of feels like you're moving for a little part of it. It's like a real sensational brain kind of trick. That's what that feels like. It feels like you're falling into quicksand, but you're actually, you're not stuck, but you like, yeah, you're not stuck, Sagittarians. Whatever this is, you're not stuck in it. You actually have already advanced out of it. I just think, again, the tangible evidence of that is delayed or has been slowed down because Jupiter is in Taurus. Because the Chariot is quick. It's like, oh. I don't even know if that's necessarily possible, but the 7th house did come out. And I almost get this energy that Sagittarians, you advanced through facing some sort of fear, karma, transcending something that needed to be healed, some kind of hurt, that Chiron energy. It's like you flipped the switch quick. And whoever you might be in this 7th house energy with, they are not, it's not happening as quickly for them. So that's maybe why you're like in the 2 of Wands looking at the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords like, what's the holdup? Jeez. Have compassion, Sagittarians. I know you do, and you definitely do. But you got to remember, not everybody is you, or thinks like you, moves like you, believes like you, can shift like you, can see things like you. And you have to allow people their process. Okay? Okay. Chariot, come on now, be at peace. This is spirit literally telling you like, chill out. Libra season could be making you guys a little dramatic, and that's okay. We love drama, right? We love it. Live it out if that's what you need. But I think spirit wants you to rest. Spirit wants you to chill. Spirit wants you to relax. Just vibe out. It's coming. Trust. Have patience. It's coming. You could see it, right? It's coming. I think that's what it is. Don't allow this moment of pause. Don't allow this slowdown in whatever this is, Sagittarians, to trick you or convince you that something isn't growing and expanding or working in your favor. And that is bringing up a little bit of a look into instant gratification that you receive often when you, again, set your intention on something. It's your sense of faith that allows you to create and manifest so much. Sagittarius energy, Capricorn, 9th house, 10th house. So keep your faith alive. Again, don't let the delayed confirmation of what you already know is headed towards you make you doubt it's actually coming. I can't say that enough. Tell me a little bit more about the Chariot, the 4 of Swords, and the 8th house. Thank you. Yeah. Don't let it blind you. Don't let having to wait, having to trust, having to remain patient trap you into thinking that it's never going to happen, it's not going to come. I'm just waiting here. Or again, like it's be careful here, Sagittarians. Be careful. Even though you can't see it now, you are come on now. You can't see it now. Page of Swords and the Hermit. You can't see it now, but you have advanced your soul tremendously. You have transcended major karma in this life. Or again, you really are releasing your South Node energy, your South Node habits, your South Node perspective, and stepping into a new one. The Hermit and the Star card are connected for me as a reader. It is the star that lights the lantern. And in that star energy, that can be the North Node. That's what I mean. Like, you are being illuminated, enlightened around what your North Node energy looks like. What version of you is your North Node energy, and kind of like how to step into that, how to embody that truth. I have to say this to somebody, the way you overcame some sort of fear, some sort of, again, karma, whatever, you've done it. Like, there's a level of like sophistication to how you did it. Like, it's giving stealth, like assassin, like like it I think a lot of people either saw you go through this cycle or kind of go through a very karmic situation and overcome it. It's, I almost want to say gangster. Like, it brought out a different side of you that I feel like people never knew existed, let alone maybe you didn't even know you were capable of that. Because yes, typically the Eight of Swords is, yeah, being blindsided, having a narrow mindset, not being able to see the forest for the trees, like that whole ideology. But the way that she's like thigh deep into ocean, bound, can't see, swords on each side, no real sense of fear in the stance or in the posture, just like, all right, like if I gotta be here, I gotta be here. Like, I'm not afraid. It is what it is type of vibe. You've tapped into a whole new layer of self that, again, I think is surprising you and surprising people that are watching you. And that's like one end of it. And then on the other end, oh, it's kind of like maybe some of you felt like, okay, if I can overcome this fear, then I will be able to advance more, have more capacity for this, or, manifest more, do more, create more, da 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 da. Like, this is my blockage. This is what I got to get through. And I think you've done it. And again, you did a phenomenal job at that. But the fact that overcoming this fear, doing something so quickly, so stealthily, so peacefully, or gracefully, maybe is the word I want to use as well. It's like you're not necessarily getting the satisfaction. There it is. Thank you, Spirit. That moon energy, you're not necessarily getting the satisfaction that you thought you were, or you thought you would have by now. But that's, again, because that satisfaction is on slow mode. Like, I don't know how else to tell you that. One thing's for certain here, Sagittarians, whatever you overcame, You looked really good doing it. I don't know if somebody wants to say that to you. With the Page of Swords and the Hermit, it's like, yeah, people are definitely watching you for sure. Or there are people who look up to you, Sagittarius. Could be children. Come on. There are people who look up to you, Sagittarius. Whether you know it or not. You make something that is absolutely difficult look extremely easy. It's difficult to be in the Eight of Swords, yet you're standing there. Like you, technically with the Four of Swords, like you're doing it in your sleep. Oh, that could be something for someone. Neptune could be in your 8th house here. So you could have very, very, very prophetic, kind of soul-driven dreams, or you might do a lot of your healing in your dream state. Justice. I know that's right. And the Seven of Wands, yeah. It's safe. Like you're in a better position than I think you're giving yourself credit for. And I think because this growth and expansion, this Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Swords is taking its time or is moving slowly, you're doubting yourself, Sagittarius, where you need to just trust and be patient. Like you're taking it out on yourself that this Ace of Pentacles is like taking for so long, or this Ace of Swords isn't coming in. It's like you're beating... You're like, what, am I still at the Two of Wands? I thought I was at the Seven of Wands, right? It's like, that's what I mean. It's like warping your perception of where you actually are or how good of a position you really are in. So there is a need to slow down and really take notice of everything you got going on. Yeah, you're positioned as a Queen of Swords right now. Queen of Swords is Libra energy, Libra Scorpio energy for me as a cusp reader. So again, we are in that season as I'm streaming this. So expect to see the Queen of Swords in a lot of readings, okay? Oh. Listen, I was getting the message that you're about to be the head of a table. And when I look at the two cards that flipped out, you got the Sun and the Page of Swords. You're about to be the head of a table, head of household, head of business, leader of, I want to say leader of design. So maybe that's a title that might come towards you or become something you're known for. Again, North Node energy, Page of Swords and the Sun. You have the Sun twice, Sagittarius. The Sun twice. You have nothing to worry about. Chariot and the Four of Swords, chill. Chill out. I love you, okay? Love you. But you gotta relax. You gotta just chill, take a breather. Because quite honestly, yes, it's painfully slow. It is painfully slow, yes. But that's kind of purposeful. And I know that's not what you want to say, but that's almost like the justice of it. With the Page of Swords that keeps coming out, you either, like, I don't always like to say, like, oh, people are watching you, because that could be the case, could not necessarily be, right? It's almost like the divine wants you to really pay attention. Pay closer attention is also like a message of the Page of Swords. Like I was saying in your pre-channel, mindful of your words, mindful of your thoughts. Like I said, right? If you're going to be on the what if train, make sure you throw in some what if the best thing happens. What if, question, inquisitive energy, Page of Swords, the best thing happens. The Sun twice. What if this is actually everything I wanted? What if the joy, happiness, and success is right around the corner? Now, I completely laid out these cards in a different way. So I'm going to trust. See what I'm doing there? I'm going to trust that this is how this is supposed to be. But let's go ahead and clarify Justice and the Seven of Wands. Thank you. Page of Wands. Cancer, Leo energy. Leo being the sun. Get excited about what's to come. I felt it. What's to come will be none other than the hand of the divine. So when that Ace of Pentacles and that Ace of Swords actually shows up, you will know beyond a shadow of a doubt that a higher power hears your prayers. Universe loves you. The sun clearly loves you. This feels like a glow up. A well-deserved glow up, Sagittarians, and I love that for you. I love that for you, and I love that it's not something that you can speed through. It's something that gets to be slow, steady, and realized so that you can actually remember the sense of this growth and expansion, this glow up. People are I can't get away from people watching you glow up. So again, maybe you are already like a public figure, or you run a business, or you're a manager, a leader, like people are under your command. Maybe you're in the military. I don't know, right? The Ten of Cups and the Five of Cups. Be mindful that the waiting season that you're in, the single season that you're in, the alone hermit season that you're in, has done a lot of good for you, has healed you in a lot of beautiful and wonderful ways, but is not the end all be all, and is not where you are meant to receive your fulfillment. Your emotional need is a lot greater than what you are connecting with at this moment. So take a breather, take a moment, keep praying about it. For those of you that do pray, keep going to the universe about it, because what I fear is that, again, the slow moving pace of this growth and expansion might get you to doubt that the Ten of Cups isn't coming, or that you'll never have your emotional needs met, or like it'll never get there, like it'll always be almost or so close, or you know what I mean, like that something will always come and cap you or put a ceiling over you. But in this case for you, Sagittarians, no ceilings. And that's why the divine wants you to be optimistic. That's why they want you to sit in that throne of the Queen of Swords in your knowing. That everything you desire, everything that is good for you, is coming in a huge way. Huge way. It's almost like Spirit does not want me to give you super specifics, because I think this is going to be very different for a lot of you all. But even with the sun out here twice, it is Sag suns and Capricorn suns, Sag Cap suns, wherever you are in that range of energy, this is absolutely for you. This glow up, yes. You are really about to glow up, but in a way that's like the hermit. Not in a, oh, for some of you, it's not in a way to be seen more, the high priestess. It's a way to fade back even more. I don't know. Okay, yeah. Some of you guys could be under that philosophy of like, you're working hard to disappear, to not be known, not be, you know what I mean? To have that type of freedom. That could be the goal. Yeah. But with the self-worth that came out in your pre-shuffle, I think there, as much as that could be a goal, it does feel like some of you doubt if you are deserving of it. Maybe, you know what I mean? Like, maybe it's a pipe dream. Maybe it's just too good to be true. Maybe I should set my standards lower, right? It's like there's something about that plagues you a little bit. Like you're not asking for too much, Sagittarius. And with the Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords here, throat chakra energy, it's like you've got to elevate that throat center to the Queen of Swords, where you're in the Page now. Not necessarily sure of what you're saying. Yeah, like there's a certain level of confidence that you need to have when you say something or when you speak. Or that's, again, that's like a mode for you. When you say something, Sagittarius, people really listen. And maybe you said that you were going to be in some sort of high priestess space, or you said you were going to get your scales balanced, or justice was coming. Maybe you claimed it from a mile away. Yeah. Cusp of prophecy. You saw that Ace of Coins and that Ace of Swords 1,000 miles away. And because Jupiter and Taurus are connected right now, people are like, no way, that's not coming. There's no way that that's on your path. There's no way that that's for you. And you're like, watch, wait and see. And even in that confidence stand, of course, you've had days where you were like, oh, maybe it's not. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? But I kind of feel like Spirit really wants you to be in the Queen of Swords. Like, know what you know. With the High Priestess, know what you know. What you know is what you know. And you know that you don't know anything at all, right? You just sense, you just feel. I think that's the key here for you, Sagittarius. This is something you might have to feel your way through, not think your way through. King of Cups coming out. Feel your way through, not think your way through. Yeah. And that's where the work begins, Sagittarius. So again, Jupiter is slowed down. This growth and expansion is slowed down so that you can get into the details around this sun energy, who you are, your sense of self, your sense of spirit. That first house, I think, came out also as we were about to pray or have our moment of gratitude. You got the Magician. Your last two aces are coming in, Sagittarius. You know what's so funny? They're giving me that moment as we are in the age of online shopping where you finally get the tracking number. You finally get that email that says what you ordered is on its way to you, and you can see the little map and you're like, oh my gosh, here it comes. It's in another state, but here it comes. You know what I mean? ETA is you're either about to get that time, because I think it will be different for all of you, but maybe it's that 6 months. Within 6 months might be that timestamp. Within 6 months, you'll have all the aces you need to create whatever new reality, whatever new thing you want. Embark on a new journey. Step into that next level. Okay? I also feel like for some of you, before we get into the extended, this slow energy with Jupiter is, for some of you, 7th house partner energy, where yes, you kind of beasted whatever that 8th house vibe, whatever you had to kind of transcend as karma or release as a fear or face as a fear, you dominated that, you killed it, right? This person that you're in this 7th house energy with actually needs more time to heal some things. So if you came to this read maybe curious about a King of Cups or someone that represents King of Cups energy, it is Aquarius Pisces for me as a reader. It's like, know that this person is going through healing their Chiron energy. And it's like the divine is almost giving them time to do that. And in giving this person time to do that, it is a test of your patience and your trust. How long can you sit between pillars as the high priestess? How long can you sit in trust and in knowing that that Ace of Pentacles and that Ace of Swords, Magician energy, is on the way? All right. In the extended, we are going to look beyond this Magician energy, get a little bit more clarity about what this self-confident, creative, North Node version of self looks like for you here, Sagittarians. Okay, what you need to know about that, and then what the highest vibrational outcome of this energy is for you. And we'll go through all the timelines that came up as well. Then I'll kind of pull some manifestation, affirmation, practice cards to just kind of support you guys in really anchoring yourself in that mode of trust and patience and anticipation. Page of Wands. All right, that will be over on Patreon. I'm already getting some messages for that, so I'm going to save them for that. I'd love to see you over there, Sagittarians, so go ahead and check the description box below, hit that link over to Patreon, and join where you feel comfortable. All right? I also have membership available here on YouTube exclusively that only gets exclusive reads that are not on Patreon. So if you're not interested in any of the Patreon content, make sure you check out the YouTube platform as well for support, for love, to join the community. Again, love the community that we're building over there on both platforms. So thank you guys who have joined. But we're going to get a little deeper into this, all right? And even if not, no worries, no harm, no foul, Sagittarians. Make sure you leave me a comment down below, letting me know if any of this actually resonated with you, resonated with a part of your story, what it meant to you, what you felt from it. I love to hear that from you all and talk about that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can tune into our next live reading. You can also find your cusp playlist linked in the description box below as well if you'd like to put that on shuffle and see what other timeless read might have a message for you. This is good. This is actually really good for you, Sagittarians. I'm super excited to see what more is to come. Let's get over on Patreon. And I will see you all in our next one, all right? Thank you again, Queen Tiki. Thank you, Simone. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Robin, as well, for showing up. Thank you, Solar Moon Vision. And there's my pupper, too. So, yeah, Taurus energy is very important here. We'll talk a little bit more about it again in the extended. I'll see you in the next one. Namaste.